Hi, and welcome to StampinSmiles.com. I'm all excited. I have a new embossing folder chipboard template that I designed, and I wanted a rectangle image, as you can see, but I designed it to work with the rectangle clear lip that we have now. And here's the punch out. See how this will, let me lay it down. This will layer right inside. So you can use it with or without, but I also designed it to work with the decorative label punch. And look at this, that layers inside there beautifully too. And I'm going to use the decorative label punch on a card in just a minute. All right, isn't that cool? So you can use it by itself, but I have that option that you can layer with it too. And then when I'm done embossing it, I'm going to show you how to do that, how to use the chipboard template. I'm going to use the Distressing Essentials kit again and do something a little bit different with it. Very cool. So let's go ahead and get started and show you how to use these embossing folder chipboard templates. And I have my embossing folder here. I attached my chipboard template on the back with some Dado because it's temporary adhesive. All right, so I attached it on the back so it won't slip on me. Bring my big shot over here, and so here's my big shot. We'll need the multi-purpose platform, no tabs open, no cutting plate, the embossing folder with the chipboard template on the back. Open it up. Inside, I'm only doing a card front, a layer, not the whole thing, so I do need to center it. And so I'm centering it, and I can see through the plastic, my chipboard template. So I'm centering that in there. I have issues, so you'll have to wait with me. Okay, close it. No cutting plate. Embossing folder with chipboard template and cardstock inside. Now we put our cutting plate on and go ahead and crank this through. Alright, isn't this just like magic? And so what will come out is my embossed card where it's still smooth in the center. So if I had used a light color, I could have just stamped right on there, but like I told you, I designed it to be layered with the decorative label punch. So let me put my big shot aside and show you more about my card. I'm also using, I just love this set, the French Foliage. I'm going to use this stamp out of there and on some Vanilla Naturals. I want to do a two-tone ink. So I'm taking Always Artichoke, and that was the cardstock. This is Always Artichoke cardstock. And I'm going to ink part of the stamp like that. Oh, you know what? You didn't get to see that. Let's put it up here where you can see it. I'm going to ink part of the stamp like this. And then I'm going to carefully take my Cajun Craze and ink the rest. Alright, so now I'll get that pretty two-tone. You know, a lot of leaves are pretty like that. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. This set comes in the clear mount or the wood mount. I love the clear mount. And then I need a decorative label punch. Pretty pretty. Push this forward. I can see what I'm doing upside down. Layer, I'm sorry, I'm centering in here. I'm going to have to turn it up so I can see, make sure it's centered. And punch. Voila! And look, this is going to layer beautifully inside my flat opening. Okay, and so that's really pretty, but I wanted to play with my Distressing Essentials kit. I thought, okay, leaves, they're a little bit, kind of rustic, and so let's go ahead and play. So I'm going to use the mahogany ink out of here, the stamp with the solid rubber, and the emery board. As soon as I get it out, all this comes in this nice little handy package for you. And so I've done this before, but maybe this is the first video you've seen with the Distressing Essentials. If it is, go back and see some of the others because I do something different with all of them. Ink this up. by rubbing the spot on there. And this is the mahogany. I don't know if I said that, but this is the mahogany. And look at this. Isn't that pretty? We don't always have to crumble our cardstock. That was in the directions, but that does help to stress it and give it some more depth. And so this was real pretty on here, but then I thought, I'd like to really define my flat area. So I took my emery board and rubbed along that, and it lightened the cardstock a little bit. Oh, you can see that. That seems like it's showing up well on the camera. So it just was adding to the distressing. I just liked how it did that. Isn't that easy? I told you this was going to be so cool. So I'm pretty much done. And this is just going to lay on there nice and flat. So let me show you my finished card. Here it is. Here's my finished card. I went ahead and sponged around the outside with Cajun Craze. I layered all this on Cajun Craze. And decided to ink up and stamp another one and put that on there for a little bit of interest. Isn't that a pretty card? That's a quick card too. Do you see how quick that was? Very exciting. So, like I said, I'm all excited because I have a new chipboard template, and it's rectangular, and I have a couple more. I have a square one and another rectangle one that's bigger. My girlfriend requested a larger one. So you'll find these. There's a link to the bottom, at the bottom of the screen, to the page with all my chipboard templates that I have for sale. So you want to go check that out so you can start making cool cards real quickly too. The oval ones have been a big hit, and I think the rectangular ones will be as big or bigger. So go check that out. It's at the bottom of my screen, the embossing folder chipboard templates. Thanks for watching.